sir, if we take you back to your school days, what kind of a student were you back then?
I was a very good student in study.
So, what are some skills that you think students today should be building?
Required for a student is reading habit.
How can teachers in today's day bring cultural learning?
You have to find out ways and means of introducing Indian culture.
How did that feel for you, sir? Because I know so many of our students also aim to represent the country internationally in one way or the other.
So first of all, take bold decisions. Never afraid of failures. There will be so many moments in your life, ups and downs. Never worried about that.
Namaskar and warm greetings to all our viewers. It is always a joy to bring to you conversations with people who have not just shaped ideas but also inspired generations. Today's guest is one such visionary, someone whose life's work bridges tradition and modern education with rare depth and sincerity. We are proud and privileged to have with us today Professor Ramesh Chandra Gaur. Professor Gaur is a Fulbright scholar and has had an extraordinary career expanding in the field of education, research, and Indian culture. With a deep academic foundation, he has served in leadership roles across some of India's most respected cultural and academic institutions. He has written and edited over 11 books, has published over 70 research papers, and delivered more than 800 lectures. He has worked closely with hundreds of schools and universities across India and in abroad. Currently, he is a professor and head Kalanidhi Division and Dean Administration. He is in charge of UNESCO Memory of the World Nodal Agency, Indira Gandhi National Centre for Arts. Sir is also the first Indian member of the International Advisory Committee UNESCO Memory of the World Programme. A true ambassador of Indian knowledge traditions, Professor Gaur has also represented India in over 25 countries, promoting dialogues on values, language, and education. He has been associated with organizations like NCERT, CBSE, and the Central Institute of Indian Languages. He held the position of director at NSD and has played a significant role in various renowned projects such as at IGNCA Rashtrapati Bhavan Reorganization of Art and Aesthetics, Atmanirbhar Bharat Center of Design, National Mission on Cultural Mapping, and Mera Gaon Meri Dharohar. He has also worked with various IIM artwork projects. It is truly an honor and pleasure for us to be joined by you today, sir. Very warm welcome to you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So, sir, I would like to begin you by asking that you've had such an inspiring journey, sir. Did you ever imagine as a student that you would get to work in such wonderful institutions and represent India the way that you have, sir?
Thank you first for inviting me for this knowledge sharing session with the lovely students. My background as a school student is having a lot of complexity and a lot of challenges because I was born in a village in Neemkheda near Aligarh in Uttar Pradesh, and my schooling class till class 8th was in a one room school in which was just about 3 to 4 kilometers away from my village. And I moved to Delhi in 9th class, and then I studied in government schools. I was the first person from my family to go for a high level of education. There was no one in the family to guide me, like what career I should choose. So frankly speaking, I never thought of what I'm going to do in my life. I think it was till I was in college or university, I didn't have exact plan that how to shape my career and what to become. Although I was reading a lot about great personalities. So whatever I am today, it is a gradual journey from one step to another step, and definitely I never dreamt of this kind of achievement and this kind of journey what I have
That's
came
wonderful,
through.
sir. So, sir, if we take you back to your school days, what kind of a student were you back then?
I was a very good student in study, like mathematics and Science were my favorite subject.
Hmm.
And another important thing, I was very prolific reader. I love to read. I
Hmm.
love to read about Indian culture. I love to read about the great people of the
Hmm.
country, our epics like Ramayana, Mahabharata, Bhagavad Gita. So since my like childhood, I have a lot of interest in
Hmm.
knowing more about India's history, India's culture, and also to know more about the people who have really contributed significantly in
Hmm.
developing our nation.
Hmm.
Uh, but truly speaking, if I say that I was the topper amongst the, like I was among the 4 5 toppers, but
Hmm.
I never aimed to become the topper in that particular, because
Hmm.
I always try to develop myself as a knowledgeable person rather than just scoring
Hmm.
marks in the examination. I
Right,
never
sir.
aim to
Hmm.
score highest or
Hmm.
go for certain marks and
Hmm.
everything. Uh, I was good in study, but I was having a lot of focus on surroundings, knowing more about
Hmm.
various things rather than just focusing on a particular
Hmm.
subject to do some great in that subject.
Right, sir. So you did have a love for learning, but at the same time, it was your curiosity and your, feeling that you want to explore that led you here today with so much passion and determination. That's wonderful, sir. And with that being said, you also mentioned reading. So, what are some skills that you think students today should be building?
I think today's student must understand that you have only 24 hours,
Hmm.
and you have to divide this 24 hours in such a manner that I'm not saying you just forget about social media or internet,
Hmm.
but the most important skill required for a student is reading habit.
Hmm.
Because whatever you learn, whatever you gain the knowledge, it comes through reading,
Hmm.
and reading books, reading literature available
Hmm.
in online places. So reading habit is the first skill everybody must.
Hmm.
Second, respect for time.
Hmm. That's very
Time is
important.
something, like we feel that it is 24 hours,
Hmm.
but time runs very fast. You never know
Hmm.
when you have reached at the age of retirement. So
Hmm.
respect for time, and respect and love for your family.
Hmm.
uh, your strength is your family.
Right, sir.
Like in the times when you are not in good position, the family comes first.
Hmm.
uh, you may have complained that your parents are not having enough time, but
Hmm.
you try to seek their attention, to be with them and learn from what they are doing. Even like if they have something to like say to you, please
Hmm.
try to understand there is a difference, a generational difference between you and your parents.
Yes, sir. Hmm.
And then comes the society.
Hmm.
You must learn from surrounding.
Hmm.
You must know that society play a critical role in your
Hmm.
life.
Right.
School education, everything comes very late,
Hmm.
but the people surrounded by you, they play a very important
Hmm.
role in that. And your own Indianness, your culture, history of your country.
Hmm.
So you have to have, you may be from any religion, but you
Hmm.
must know what good things about your
Hmm.
culture, what good thing about your country,
Hmm.
because you must feel that you live in a country with thousands of years of history and civilization,
Hmm.
and you must be proud of it.
Definitely. So that is such a meaningful message for all our students. So we know that you have a background of library sciences, and in today's digital world, with ebooks available, with AI at our disposal, so how do we help students understand the importance of a physical library? Related to how you said the need of reading. How do we help them understand that, sir?
First of all, I think I would like to tell every student that library learning doesn't stop just with books and
Hmm.
printed material. Now we are in an age where we have so many options. We have options at our printed course contents. We have lot of literature available online through different portals and open access resources. We also have lot of interaction with people surrounded by you who give you a lot of ideas. Libraries were important, are important, and will remain always important. Why? Because take example of internet. Internet has everything. Anybody can put anything on internet. It may be a fake information. It may be a wrong information. It may be absolutely unnecessary information which is wasting your time.
Right, sir.
So, what is required? You have to read most relevant or most pinpointed information which is useful for your course curriculum, which is also useful for your knowledge enhancement, how to enhance your knowledge. And like if you are planning to become a particular professional in a particular field, you have to be very specific on those fields, and there are so many website which provide you a lot of information on different aspects. So you need to understand there is a difference between internet and library. There is a difference between e-books and books. You should not worry what you are reading. You are reading electronic. If you are comfortable with electronic material, read it in electronic format.
Right, sir.
Now, last 20 years, I'm using my iPad and my mobile for reading. Like I'm hardly reading printed books because I try to collect the material in electronic form, because when I'm traveling, when I'm somewhere on some tour, I always use that as a method of learning. And another very important thing which I want to tell all the students, that what you learn from school, then you go to college, you go to university, that learning for the course curriculum or obtaining a degree is important to get a first job. That is not going to make you a true professional or an ideal human being. What should be your aim? Your aim should not be just to become a manager, just to become a doctor or an engineer or scientist. You first become a good human being. And if you want to be a good manager, then you should be the best in the field. Whatever career you are choosing, how to become best in the fielding, and that comes through the reading. Let me just give you some example from my life, which I think you will realize what is the importance of library and reading. I'm a chemistry honors graduate, did computer science, and then did Masters of Library Science and PhD in Library Science. I have very multidisciplinary type of my education, but when you see my profile, that I have headed the National School of Drama Institute, which has produced like theater artists like Anupam Kher, Nawazuddin Siddiqui,
Some of our
Pankaj
best, sir.
Kapoor, or Pankaj Trivedi, and so many great Nasruddin Shah. And if I am headed that with complete conviction and with full leadership control, it is because I am a prolific reader. Because when I become the director of National School of Drama, I do not have any theatrical background. I never worked in theater. I never practiced in the theater. I never studied about theater. But when the opportunity was given to me that I have to head this institute, National School of Drama, I have to learn. I have to do reading. I have to understand what is folk drama, what is various kind of Shakespearean model, Natya Shastra, and all those things. So I have to develop that expertise, and that expertise come from reading and the libraries. When I was in Jawaharlal Nehru University, I was not much aware of what is plagiarism, how to detect, how to avoid that. And then need arises that no, I should know that, because that's part of my responsibilities, and that's make you lot of understanding when you go through the literature. Then you slowly practice it, develop it. So entire my career, when I was at Central Road Research Institute in CSIR, I tried to develop understanding of highway engineering. And I was at Research and Information System for non-aligned other developing country. I tried to understand what is GATT Accord, what is WTO, because that was the part of my responsibility. When I become head in of library in IMT Ghaziabad, I learned what is re-engineering management. When I came to IGNCA, I was not aware of what kind of cultural heritage we are talking about, tangible, intangible, natural heritage. These things were totally unknown to me. And now I'm speaking for hours on this subject. I'm teaching these subjects and whatever expertise I have developed. So what I'm trying to tell you all of you that please try to understand that getting a degree in a particular discipline or a specialization is just a minimum eligibility criteria to get a job. When you enter in the field, you have an opportunity to switch over from one field to another field. You have an opportunity to develop an expert the way you want. Only thing is that you must be a good prolific reader. Your reading habit is very, very important. Like I did computer science in 1989. What I read? COBOL, Pascal, Fortran. And now I'm using all latest technologies because I have upgraded and updated myself. So libraries, books are your best friend, best teacher, because you don't have an opportunity to go back to again school or university or college. Right, you have to accept that after your school teachers or college teachers, the next best teacher you have in form of books, libraries, and internet. So accept that.
That was so inspiring to hear, sir. I mean, the way you talk about reading and the way you talk about learning, it is so good to hear because there's so much passion. And we can see how that passion has taken you places. And I'm sure this is going to encourage all our students to follow their path as well, sir. So, with that being said, you mentioned research. And when we talk about our newer generations, they are very tech savvy. Like you said, information is very easily available to them. So even if they have to choose a career in today's day, they are doing a lot of research. If they have to go into a specific college or any other college options they want to see, they do a lot of research on their own. So how important is this research work for students at this age to be able to figure out what they want to do and what options they have in life?
Very important question, because in our education system, if you want to grow, if you want to become a true professional, research is the only thing which make you curious and innovative and a person with knowledge. So first thing, my advice to not just to student but all the schools also, that please give them opportunity to express their own creative ideas. And these creative ideas not necessarily in form of articles only. It can be in form of a painting, it can be in form of calligraphy, it can be in form of theater performances, it can be, so creativity can be expressed in any media through any contents.
Right, sir.
But opportunity should be given. And second thing, they must be informed that there is a difference between motivation and copying idea. Inspiration is something else, copying is something different. So please don't copy. You can be inspired by certain story, certain idea.
Right, sir.
Then you work on that idea. You develop that idea in your own way. Internet can give you plenty of information. Like if you have been asked, like, see, they have been asked to submit assignments, dissertation, and so many things. But most of them, what they do, they go on internet and copy it. And this problem is starting from our childhood only.
Yes, sir.
Like when holiday homework or assignments are given, either parents are doing or they are copying from the internet. Like even if you are taking idea, you must know how to credit those ideas, how to give them citations, how to make them clearly known that this idea I have taken from it. So academic integrity or plagiarism, another thing, it is very, very much in practice in school. And library, also school libraries can play a very important
Hmm.
role in organizing various kind of book talk, book competition,
Right,
author
sir.
interrogate. Invite any good important author, ask him to speak about
Hmm.
the book, and ask them to raise questions about that.
Hmm.
So their interrogation is very very important.
Hmm.
They're like they are young minds, they have so much creative ideas.
Definitely, sir.
Like I wish if I have that kind of environment, I could have done something more, because till like my on graduation level, I never used a good library. In my small place there was no library. When I came to government school there was no library. And the first time I issued a book when I was in college. So I think that scenario
Needs to
improved.
change. So thank you, sir, for sharing that. And sir, with that being said, I'd like to ask you that how can teachers in today's day bring cultural learning about languages, about traditions, or about stories into students' everyday life?
I think that's very, very important, because after the parents, school teachers are the most important component of inculcating reading habits as well as understanding of Indian culture. I think I talk about both the teachers, the parents, and the school teachers,
Right,
because
sir.
parents must ensure
Hmm.
that they must give real values to our student. I think last 10 years lot of transformation has taken place.
Yes,
But
sir.
it need to go a little beyond and in more aggressive manner. Like new education policy has given a lot of opportunity for us to explore and expand, and also to innovate and renovate. So I think this is the right opportunity. We should develop special course curriculum which will not be part of our regular. See, you read whatever you want, but same time, in certain areas, we should make all this as a part of regular part of our reading habits and activities.
That's great, sir. So holding on to our traditions, holding on to our roots is very, very important. They
Absolutely
are our
important.
foundation at the end of the day.
Absolutely important.
So I also want to ask you, since you've represented your country on a international level, you've been a Fulbright scholar, you've been to over 25 countries and more. How did that feel for you, sir? Because I know so many of our students also aim to represent the country internationally in one way or the other.
I think that's something I love to share to my dear student. First of all, do you know, as I mentioned, I was born in a small place, and I studied up to 8th class. During that time, the English was being taught from class 6th onwards. So when I came to Delhi, please believe me, I hardly have any understanding of English. When I came to Delhi in classroom, I used to speak Delhi as Dalahi. So many students used to laugh on me. And then I took a very courageous decision of taking science in 11th class, because science was English medium. So first of all, take bold decisions. Never afraid of failures. What others can do, you can also do it. So from my childhood, the one thing which was very very positive in me, that I never hesitate in taking bold decision. I never worried about the criticism. I always love to express myself, and always, like other people are thinking, I take the criticism but analyze it, that what is right, what is wrong, and then do what I want to do it. Like if I have to take an admission, I have to choose a career. This all my decisions. I listen to everybody, although my parents were not in position to guide me, but I listened to everybody. But all decision I took myself. When I applied for the Fulbright scholar in the first attempt, I didn't get it. But I never afraid of that. I analyzed the interview, and then I again try to understand that where I went wrong, and next time I got it. I selected it, and my entire international journey of almost 45 international visits and visit to more than 26 countries. It was possible because I developed certain expertise in certain areas. See, people respect you for your knowledge. Like most of my 45 visits are invited visits. Wow. By China or by South Korea, by UNESCO or by US or all countries.
That's amazing.
I hardly have gone on government fundings. Most of the expenditure, like when I went to Germany for a 4B picture, that was a Max Muller Bhavan was sponsoring Fulbright Scholar, USA government, and all UNESCO visits are by UNESCO, and in almost every country. China has invited me for a digital Dunhuang project, spend a week time there. So they respect your knowledge. So see, you have to choose certain discipline where you should be the best. Nobody can beat you. So you have to develop certain expertise in yourself. Then definitely people invite you, people ask you to come, because when you present yourself, you give certain suggestions, certain ideas. Like when I was in JNU, I do some good work on this plagiarism and research ethics. Suddenly, there was a committee constituted by Ministry of HRD to draft regulation, plagiarism regulation, and that committee consists of Vice Chancellor of 3 universities, Director of 2 IITs, and DG of ICMR. And I was the only person who was not the head director or BC of any university. I was included in that committee because of my understanding or my expertise of plagiarism regulations. So make sure that you have to be knowledgeable. And that comes through. Again, I repeat that reading is very, very important. You have to read a lot.
Definitely,
then
sir.
people respect you. So if you want to become an international personality, international expert, you have to work hard. You have to write a lot, you have to read a lot, you have to present papers, you have to write books, and you have to showcase your, and just not writing, you have to disseminate that ideas to the world. People should know about your work.
Right, sir.
See, my dear student, one thing is also important. There is two basic difference in self-praising and promoting yourself. You must learn how to promote yourself. This art of promoting yourself. Sometimes people feel that this man is promoting so much on social media, talking on social media. But sometimes it is very, very important. Because your work also motivate
Other people.
hundreds of thousands of people.
Right,
So you are not promoting yourself, you are promoting the work. And through that work, like when I organized the first national seminar on plagiarism regulation in JNU in 2012, before that there is hardly any discussion on plagiarism.
Right, sir.
And now you see every university, every college, every day there is a program going on. And that was the, like, I definitely take a claim that I did some good work in promoting this particular,
Most certainly,
particularly creating this in the mindset of the librarians that this domain belongs to you. You should do it. So similarly, you have to choose, and this is open to any field, any idea. It is up to you how you develop yourself as a good professional.
So, sir, independent thinking, confidence, knowledge, and I believe sharing of that knowledge are some of the key components that help you, and that help
One
you
more
and will
thing,
help students.
communication skills.
Oh yes, definitely.
That is something key. See, I was not a good speaker. I have a lot of hesitation in speaking in publics. When I was in college, although I was not a very good debater, I was not a very good lecturer, but I used to participate in all college activities. Although I didn't never won a first prize. So don't worry that you are not, you never participate in activities to get the first prize. That is important to enhance your capacity, improve yourself.
Right,
so
sir.
just participate and presentation, communication, and be very precise, very brief, and up to the point.
Definitely, sir. So before we let you go, one more question I'd like to ask you. We understand that in life, all of us face a lot of challenges. Our students also face a lot of setbacks. So how can we help them understand that these setbacks are not failures, but they are just a step towards learning?
Very important. Dear student, do you know after 11th class, I dropped my school education for a year. Because I was having a lot of personal and family issues, and I thought I can't study further. And I started working in a like eat ka bhatta, brick lane was. So I
Right,
start
sir.
working as a supervisor in, and I was just 17-year-old that time. And I worked for almost 6-7 months, and suddenly after that I realized that I'm going to spend my life like that. And I again remotivated myself, and I thought, no, I think I should study, and without education there is nothing possible. I went to my school for education admission. They say no, you have to again do the 11th class, and I thought that will be a lot of waste of my time. So then I tried to find out some other school where I can get the admission. So there was a school in Lodi Colony, Thyagaraja Nagar, and they want to make a science section, but they don't have enough, because you need minimum 10 students to have a class.
Right, sir.
Now it's a very funny story. Like they were 5 students, and I was the 6th one, and I brought other 4 students from Finland to make the class.
Wow, sir.
And definitely I was. I have a gap of 1 year. I scored the very poor marks in 12th class, and although I get good marks in science, particularly in chemistry. So on the basis of that, I didn't get very good college. Fortunately, because Jamia was having not merit based, it has interview based admission system. So I got chemistry honors in Jamia. So I think one way I have finished my career at 11th class. And like this, there will be so many moments in your life, ups and downs. Never worried about that. Because if something has happened wrong to you, it is for God Almighty has something better for you. Planned. So just be very positive, even in the very, very critical situation. Another very most discouraging moments. I met in a very critical accident. I was on a scooter, and I was a head-on collision with a truck, and my right leg was totally fractured, and for almost a year I was bedridden. So I think that was the time that sometime I fall, like, can I stand up again or not? Right, but so I always think positive, and definitely that is the time your family comes. I'm gratefully thankful to my wife who so work hard despite working in office and managing me and family. And so I think, please believe me, why relations are important. When you are in critical position, when you are in a position of distress, your family comes, your relations comes. So maintaining relation, keeping good relation with everybody. Don't fight with anybody, don't make enemies. Try to make as many as friends possible, because that's give you a lot of strength, and your critical times everybody helps you, and you again stand up. So never worried about the failures are part of success. If something is lost, something better will be waiting for you.
Beautifully put, sir. Thank you so much for sharing your journey and your experiences with us today. It was so enriching, sir, and it was so inspiring that I myself am feeling this new energy. This confidence I am imbibing from you now, that yes, I can do it. And I'm sure, sir, all our students, even parents or teachers who are watching this, are going to learn so much from this. And the values that you shared with us today is something that we all should, and I'm sure we all will be working on imbibing. So thank you so much, sir. It was truly an honor to be talking to you.
And
today.
my last message to the people who reside in rural areas: see me. I'm holding one of the most prestigious position today. I comes from you only, from a small place, and I never have that best of the facilities, but I did whatever opportunity comes in my way to grab it and move ahead. So, my dear friends from all rural areas, you can do it, what I have done it.
Thank you so much, sir. I'm very sure your words are going to go a long way for all our viewers. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.